Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Allow the air to move gently through you, like a soft tide washing over the shore. Feel your body settling, your awareness drawing inward. In this stillness, begin to notice what you carry within you, the unspoken emotions, the subtle tension, the memories that still echo through the corridors of your mind. Healing begins not by turning away from pain, but by turning toward it with compassion. For so long, we have been taught to escape discomfort, to hide it behind smiles and distractions, but what you resist will always persist. The act of acknowledging your pain is the act of freeing it. As you sit here in the quiet, let yourself feel. You do not need to name every emotion. You do not need to analyze where it comes from. Simply allow it to exist. Let the feeling of sadness, anger, fear, or loneliness rise gently to the surface, like bubbles rising through still water. These emotions are not your enemies. They are messengers. Gentle reminders that somewhere within, your heart is asking to be heard. Do not rush to fix anything. There is nothing broken in you. There is only life, moving through its natural rhythm of contraction and release, of pain and peace. Take another breath, slower this time. Feel how the breath expands your chest and softens your shoulders. With each inhale, invite openness. With each exhale, allow space. When you notice an ache, a weight, or a resistance in your body, simply breathe into it. Imagine the breath as a light, warm, calm, and patient, entering the space of discomfort. You are not trying to push the pain away, you are allowing it to be seen. So often, emotional wounds are born from moments when we felt unseen, unheard, or unloved. Somewhere in our story, we learned to silence our truth to keep peace, to hold in our tears to stay strong, to hide our pain so others wouldn't leave. But every feeling you have ever buried is still within you, waiting for acknowledgement. Today, in this moment, you give yourself permission to listen. You give yourself permission to say, "Yes, I feel this." That single act of honesty begins the healing process. As you breathe, sense the space of your heart. Imagine a soft glow of light expanding there. It does not matter how heavy the emotions may feel. They cannot dim the light within you. Your awareness itself is healing. Just by observing your feelings with presence, you bring them into harmony. The moment you see your pain without judgment, it begins to soften. The energy that once felt like a knot slowly begins to unwind. You might notice memories surfacing, faces, words, or moments that once caused you hurt. Let them appear without trying to change them. See them as scenes from a story that has already been written. You are the witness now, not the character lost in the scene. The witness observes without fear, without attachment. You are not the wound. You are the awareness holding the wound in love. Sometimes tears may come. Let them. Tears are not weakness. They are release. Each tear carries the energy of something that was ready to be freed. You are making space within yourself for peace to return. The heart knows how to heal if we only allow it the silence to speak. If you feel resistance, that is natural. The mind will often try to protect you from discomfort. When it does, simply say to yourself, "I am safe." And you are. You are safe here, in this present moment. You are not reliving the past, you are gently witnessing it so that it can dissolve. Allow a sense of gratitude to arise. Gratitude for your own courage to face what you once avoided. Every breath you take in this awareness is a declaration of self-love. You are telling the universe, "I am ready to heal. I am ready to be whole." Feel the energy of that readiness expanding through your chest, flowing through your arms, your fingertips, down to your legs and feet. You are reconnecting with the fullness of your being. Notice how, as you allow your emotions to be seen, the heaviness begins to lift, even if only slightly. That shift is the whisper of healing. You are returning home to yourself. You are learning that pain is not a punishment, it is an invitation. An invitation to understand yourself more deeply, to embrace your humanity more fully, and to awaken the compassion that has always been within you. Stay with your breath. Feel the gentle rhythm of life moving through you. The silence that surrounds you now is not emptiness, it is peace beginning to bloom. And in that peace, You realize that acknowledging your pain is not about holding on to it, but about setting it free. Now, let a quiet affirmation arise within you. I am ready to heal. I allow my emotions to be felt. I honor my pain, and I release it into light. Breathe that in deeply, feeling the truth of it settle into your heart. Breathe it out softly, letting go of all that no longer serves you. You are not your pain. You are the awareness beyond it. Vast, luminous, and free. Take another slow breath and feel the air move gently through you, as though the universe itself is breathing with you. You have acknowledged the pain, given it space to be seen, and now you stand at the edge of release. There is a quiet beauty in this moment, the space between holding on and letting go. This is where healing deepens. So much of our suffering is not born from what happened, but from our attachment to it. We carry stories, memories, and emotions long after the moment has passed. We replay conversations, revisit regrets, and rehearse pain as if keeping it alive protects us. But what if you didn't have to carry it anymore? What if the past no longer needed to define your present? Letting go does not mean forgetting or erasing what once was. It means loosening your grip on the emotional weight of it. It means choosing peace over the need to be right, choosing freedom over the need to understand every. Why? The truth is, life rarely gives us every answer. Some wounds remain mysteries, but within that mystery lies wisdom. Every experience, even the painful ones, has been a teacher. They have shaped your strength, your compassion, your awareness. You can honor the lesson and still release the pain. As you breathe, imagine that you are standing in a river. The water moves steadily, effortlessly, never clinging to what it passes. You cannot hold the same water twice. The river teaches us that life is movement, that peace is found not in control but in flow. Feel yourself softening into that rhythm. With each exhale, imagine the current carrying away the memories that no longer serve you. The faces, the words, the echoes of old pain. You don't need to force them out, simply let them drift like leaves floating downstream. When you hold on to the past, your energy becomes trapped. It circles within you, creating patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior that repeat themselves again and again. Letting go breaks that pattern. It allows fresh energy to move through you. The moment you release what you cannot change, you create space for something new, something lighter, clearer, more aligned with who you are becoming. Sometimes we fear letting go because pain becomes familiar. Even suffering can feel safe when we've lived with it for too long. But familiarity is not peace. Peace is born in trust. Trust that the universe is guiding you even when you don't understand the path. To let go is to say, I trust. It is a sacred act of surrender, a declaration that you no longer need to control what is beyond your reach. Breathe into your heart and notice what arises. Maybe there's resistance. Maybe there's fear. That's natural. The mind clings to what it knows. But you are not your mind, you are the awareness that watches it. Gently, with compassion, tell yourself, it's okay to release. It's safe to move forward. Each time you exhale, feel a little more space open within you. Feel the weight begin to lift, as if invisible threads that tied you to the past are slowly unraveling. Letting go also means forgiving yourself for the choices you made, for the moments you stayed silent, for the times you didn't know better. You did the best you could with what you knew then. Hold that truth with tenderness. Self-forgiveness is one of the deepest forms of release, because when you forgive yourself, you stop reliving your pain. You stop using the past as evidence against your worth. You return to the truth that you are whole, even when you have been hurt. Imagine a warm golden light expanding through your chest. This light carries compassion, not only for yourself but for those who may have hurt you. It doesn't mean you condone what happened. It means you no longer wish to carry the heaviness of resentment. Resentment anchors you to what you wish to leave behind. Forgiveness cuts that anchor loose. It allows your heart to rise, unburdened. Feel that light spreading through your body, releasing the tension that pain once built. In this moment, breathe deeply and sense what it feels like to be free. There is a softness in the body when you no longer fight what cannot be changed. There is a clarity in the mind when you stop revisiting old stories. And there is peace in the heart when you choose to let go, not as an act of weakness, but as a choice to move forward with grace. Letting go is not a single act, it's a practice. Each breath is an opportunity to release a word, a thought, an expectation, a memory. You may find that the same pain returns again and again, asking to be let go once more. That's all right. Healing is a spiral, not a straight line. With every cycle, you release a little more, understand a little deeper, and open a little wider. Now, bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel the air entering your lungs, pure and new, and leaving soft and effortless. Each breath is proof that you can begin again, that life continues to move through you, no matter what has been. You are not bound to your past. You are renewed in every moment you allow yourself to let go. Let a quiet affirmation arise within. Release what no longer serves me. I forgive what has been. I open myself to peace. Breathe that in deeply, feeling its truth settle into your being. And as you exhale, feel the past dissolve like mist in the morning light. You are free now, lighter than before, ready to walk forward into the calm that awaits you. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the quiet space that begins to open within. You have acknowledged your pain, you have begun to release the weight of the past, and now you stand in the gentle stillness of renewal. What remains is not emptiness, but peace, a sacred awareness that beneath every wound, there has always been light. Healing is not about becoming someone new, it is about remembering who you truly are beneath the layers of hurt, fear, and self-doubt. It is about returning to the essence of love that has always lived within you. As you breathe, feel the rhythm of your heart, steady, alive, and present. This rhythm has never left you. Even in moments when life felt unbearable, your heart continued to beat, whispering a quiet message of endurance and grace. Within that pulse lies your true nature, calm, loving, and whole. You have never lost it, you only lost sight of it for a while. Healing is simply the act of coming home to that truth. Imagine now that each breath you take is filling you with light, not a light from outside, but one that rises from within. It is the light of your awareness, your compassion, your love. With every inhale, it expands through your chest, filling every corner of your being. With every exhale, it clears away the remnants of pain, the lingering doubts, the heaviness of the past. Feel that warmth radiating through you, soft and steady, like sunlight spreading through a morning sky. As this light grows, you begin to sense something subtle yet profound. The more you connect with your inner peace, the less power pain has over you. It's not that the memories vanish, but their hold dissolves. You begin to see them not as wounds, but as teachers. You recognize that every experience, even the ones that broke you, has led you to this moment of awareness. You have grown through what you have lived, and in that realization, gratitude begins to replace bitterness. You start to thank life not for its ease, but for its wisdom. Feel how peace arises naturally when you stop searching for it outside of yourself. You don't need to chase it through achievements, approval, or perfection. You only need to allow it. Peace is not something you create. It is what remains when you stop resisting the present moment. When you rest fully in now, you begin to remember you are already whole. Let your breath deepen. With each inhale, say silently to yourself, I am here. With each exhale, I am enough. Repeat this rhythm not as a thought but as a feeling. Allow those words to echo through your being until they become truth. Because they are truth. You are enough, not because of what you've done, not because of who you've become, but because of what you are: awareness, consciousness, love in motion. When you reconnect with this peace, love naturally follows. Love for yourself, love for others, love for life as it is. You begin to understand that love is not something you need to earn or seek. It is what you are made of. Even when you felt broken, love was there, quietly waiting beneath the noise of the mind. It was never gone, only covered by layers of pain and protection. Now, as you soften, As you let yourself feel again, that love returns. Let it move gently through you. Let it touch every part of you that still feels wounded. Imagine it like a warm breeze soothing old scars, whispering that it's safe now, safe to open, safe to trust, safe to feel. You are not healing by force, you are healing by surrender. The love within you knows exactly how to mend what has been hurt. You only need to allow its space to flow. You may notice that as this love expands, it begins to reach outward, beyond your body, beyond your thoughts. It begins to touch the world around you. The peace you feel within becomes the peace you share with others. This is the quiet power of healing. It transforms not only you, but everything you touch. The energy you carry influences the energy you meet. When you radiate peace, the world begins to mirror it back. In this moment, you are not the person who was wounded. You are the consciousness that has witnessed both the pain and the release. You are awareness, eternal, steady, whole. From this space, you begin to see life differently. You understand that healing is not about returning to who you were before the pain. It is about awakening to the deeper truth of who you are now, wiser, softer, stronger, more compassionate. Stay with that awareness for a few breaths. Feel how peace feels in your body. The lightness in your chest, the softness in your breath, the quiet in your mind. This is your natural state. When you live from this place, life unfolds with more ease. You no longer react from fear, but respond from understanding. You no longer seek love desperately, because you have become love itself. Let this moment remind you that no matter what happens, no matter what challenges arise, this inner peace is always here, unshaken, eternal, waiting for your return. You can always come back to this breath, this silence, this love. Take one final deep breath, letting the air fill every space within you. Exhale slowly, releasing all remaining heaviness. Feel the serenity that now lives within you, a peace that does not depend on the world, but flows endlessly from the soul. You are whole, you are love, you are peace. Take a slow breath and allow yourself to feel the calm that has begun to settle within. You have faced your pain, you have let go of the past, and you have rediscovered the quiet sanctuary of peace that lives inside you. Now, you arrive at the final step of healing, the act of forgiveness and renewal. Forgiveness is not a single decision but a state of being, an inner shift that frees the heart from the weight of resentment. It is the bridge between pain and peace, the doorway through which you walk into your own liberation. When we think of forgiveness, we often imagine it as something we give to others, but in truth, it begins within. Before you can truly forgive anyone else, you must learn to forgive yourself for the choices you regret, the words you wish you had not said, the moments you turned away from your own truth. Every human being carries these moments, and they become invisible chains that bind us to guilt and self-blame. Yet, life is not asking for your perfection, it is inviting your compassion. You are not the person you once were. You are constantly evolving, constantly learning. The very fact that you are here now, breathing into this awareness, is proof that you are growing as you breathe. Let the breath move softly through your heart. Feel it loosening the tightness that regret has created. Each inhale brings in understanding, each exhale releases judgment. Allow yourself to whisper inwardly, I forgive myself for not knowing then what I know now. I release the weight of my own expectations. I accept my humanity with love. Feel the truth of that statement gently unfold inside you. Forgiveness is not about denying the past. It's about accepting it as a necessary step in your evolution. Once you have extended this compassion toward yourself, you can begin to extend it toward others. This does not mean forgetting or excusing what was done. It means choosing peace over the endless repetition of pain. When you hold on to anger or resentment, you bind yourself to the very energy that once hurt you. The person who suffers most from your inability to forgive is not the one who caused the pain, it is you. By holding on, you keep the wound open. By forgiving, you allow it to close. Take another breath. Imagine a soft light expanding from your heart, flowing outward like ripples across still water. In your mind, bring to awareness anyone who has caused you pain. You do not need to relive the story or justify the hurt. Simply see them standing before you as a soul on their own journey, learning their own lessons just as you are. It is not your task to understand their path, it is enough to release them from your grasp. Silently say to them, I set you free. I release this story. I choose peace over pain. You may feel resistance at first. That is natural. Forgiveness does not erase the past, but it transforms your relationship with it. It allows you to reclaim the energy that was trapped in anger and turn it into wisdom. You begin to see that every experience, even those that brought suffering, has contributed to your awakening. The universe does not waste any experience. Everything serves your evolution when you choose to see it through the eyes of love. As you continue to breathe, notice how your body begins to feel lighter. The tightness in your chest softens. The heaviness in your shoulders begins to ease. Forgiveness is not an act of weakness. It is the highest expression of strength. It takes courage to release the pain that has defined you, to open your heart again when it has been hurt. Yet, this is how renewal happens. The heart that forgives becomes the heart that loves again, freely, without fear, without armor. Now, feel yourself standing in the space of your own renewal. You are not the same person who began this journey. You have shed layers of pain, of guilt, of attachment. What remains is the essence of who you truly are. Pure awareness, open, radiant, and free. You begin to feel the flow of life moving through you once again. What once felt heavy now feels light. What once felt broken now feels whole. Forgiveness has returned you to yourself. In this stillness, breathe in deeply and imagine that every cell in your body is being renewed by light. With each exhale, release the last remnants of resentment, fear, or self-doubt. You no longer need to carry them. You are safe to trust life again. You are safe to open your heart again. This is the gift of forgiveness. It restores your faith in yourself, in love, and in the divine intelligence that guides all things. Let your heart whisper now, I forgive. I release. I begin again. Allow these words to settle into your being like seeds planted in fertile soil. In time, they will bloom into compassion, wisdom, and strength. The journey of healing is not about forgetting what happened, but about remembering who you are beyond what happened. You are not your pain, not your past, not your mistakes. You are the space in which all things arise and pass, infinite, peaceful, whole. Breathe deeply, one final time, and feel that truth anchoring within you. Let it fill every corner of your being with serenity. You are free,